I had such a good time in Greece and I learned so many things, one of which I want to make sure is mentioned so that there's more clarity in the series that I've been putting out on the book of John. Panayote, a friend of mine there in Greece, helped me understand that the word with means something different than I thought it did. I was saying in John chapter 1, verse 1, that it's the same time frame as Proverbs chapter 8, verse 22. But then I learned, with his counsel and instruction in the Greek there, I was able to learn that it's the same time frame as Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, and through verse 26, rather than Proverbs chapter 8, verse 22. Here's what I mean. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. The word with there is not within, like I was suggesting, as God had a word and the word is therefore in his mind, right? But he was saying that it is a word that's with or next to God. And so this idea of the Father and the Son working together to create is what's described there in John chapter 1. And so we can say hi to our dogs here. They don't know me and I don't know them, but he looks like he's pretty kosher. Hey, buddy. Yeah. So anyways, John chapter 1, this idea of the Father and the Son creating together, that's why verses 2 and 3 come into play, where it's saying that we have all things were created by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. That makes perfect sense, because then you have the Father and the Son creating together in Genesis chapter 1. That's why it says, let us make man in our image, and they came forth two, with Adam and Eve in the image of the us, rather than three. And it wasn't just singular either. So John chapter 1 verse 1 is the same time frame as Genesis chapter 1 verses 1 through 26 in the story there. That was really interesting to me, but we also know that from John chapter 1 verses 1 and 14 that we're still talking about not two gods, but the Father and his Son. Why would I say that? Because verse 14 makes it very clear that the Word took on flesh and we beheld his glory. It was the glory as of the only begotten of the Father. It wasn't the glory of God the Father. It was the glory as of the only begotten of the Father. So there we have, again, in the context of John chapter 1, the Father and his Son working to create all things in the beautiful story of Genesis chapter 1 and onward. So I'm just so blessed with having been there and having learned so many things from the dear brethren that are in Greece. And I want to continue working with them because they are a rich resource of some of the beautiful truths that we have, but they're hidden under the layers that we don't normally see in other languages. So I'm blessed and I'm thankful, and I'm glad to have been able to share this. Hopefully that'll clarify just that little tidbit there in John chapter 1 verse 1. God bless you all.